In this grammar video, we're going to look at nouns and articles. Let's start with nouns. So a noun is a person, animal, place, thing, or idea. Let's look at some examples. So a person could be like the famous football player Messi. It could be a woman. It could be a man. An animal could be a dog or a cat. A place could be like the city of Tokyo or the country Mexico. It could be a church. It could be a restaurant. It could also be a thing. So when we talk about things, we're talking about like a book. It could be a bus. It could be a dress. A quiz. A wish. Even a box. And then probably the most difficult one to understand is that a noun could be an idea. So examples of nouns that are ideas are things like love or democracy. So these are all nouns. These are all examples of nouns. Now, a noun can be singular or a noun can be plural. If it's singular, it means I have only one. So for example, if I write cat or dog or restaurant, I'm only talking about one. One cat, one dog, one restaurant. If I make it plural, it means I'm talking about more than one. And to make a noun plural, usually means almost always, we add an S to make a noun plural. So for example, if I want to make cat plural, I'm going to add an S. If I want to make dog plural, I add an S. And restaurant, same thing. I'm going to put an S. Now, it's not always that easy as just putting an S. What you have to do is you have to look sometimes at what are the last letters of your word, of your noun. So for example, if the last letters of your noun are S or SS or Z or CH or SH or X, then to make your noun plural, you're going to add an ES. So let's look at the examples. If I have a noun that ends in S, so let's see, do I have a noun that ends in S here? Here we go, bus. I've got bus. So I go bus, and to make it plural, I'm going to add ES. So bus becomes buses. Now I have more than one bus. Do I have a noun that ends in SS? Yes, I have dress. Okay, so how about dress? So to make dress plural, I put an ES, and it becomes dresses. Okay. How about if a noun ends in Z? There are not many nouns that end in Z. There are not many. I picked one that I think you'll know what it is, a quiz. So to make quiz plural, you put the ES, but actually for this quiz, you have to put another Z. Why? Because English has these special rules sometimes. The rules don't always work exactly the way you like. So, but anyways, you add an ES and also another Z to get quizzes. So this would mean more than one quiz. What else do we have? CH. Okay, so I have church. So to make church plural, I put churches. Okay. SH, what do I have for SH? We have, what do I have here for an SH? Wish. Wish becomes wishes. And the last example I'm going to review is box. If I have more than one box, I will say boxes. Put the ES. Let's now look at the articles a and an. The article a goes before a singular noun that begins with a consonant. What's a consonant? The consonant is a letter B, C, D, F, G. Any of these letters is a consonant. So for example, if I have the word book, the word book begins with a consonant B. Okay? So because it begins with a consonant, that means that the article that I will use with this noun is a. I will say a book. What else could I say? Well, how about a restaurant? We saw this word before. What's the beginning letter here? It's an R. R is an example of a consonant. So because it's a consonant, I'm going to put the article a in front of restaurant so I can talk about a restaurant. Okay? I could also have the word democracy. That was another noun that we just saw. And it begins with the letter D. D is a consonant, so I will say a democracy. All right, let's now look at the article an. So this one goes with vowels. So nouns that begin with the vowel A, E, I, O, U. So an example would be apple. Apple begins with a vowel. And because of that, I'm going to use the article an. So I will say an apple. Okay? What else can I say? I can say, how about elephant? Elephant begins with the letter E, which is a vowel, so I can say an elephant. I can also have umbrella. Umbrella begins with the vowel U, so the vowel goes with the article an, and I will say an umbrella. Now please notice that we don't use a or an with plural nouns. So for example, I said book was just one, right? But if I had books, I don't say a books, okay? I don't say a restaurants, okay? A democracies. I don't say an apples. So these are not correct. So we only use a or an if we have a singular noun, not a plural noun. Let's talk a little bit more about nouns. So I wrote a couple of singular nouns. I wrote hand, table, and which. If I want to make these nouns into plural nouns, we've learned the rule is to add s or es. So here, hand, if I want to make the plural of hand, I'll write hands. Table becomes tables. And which, well, which finishes in ch, and we learned the rule is I'm going to add es, so which becomes witches. Whenever you can make a singular noun into a plural noun just by adding s or es, we call those regular nouns. Those are regular nouns. Anytime I can take a singular noun and make it plural by just adding s or es, it's a regular noun. Almost all nouns are regular. However, there are some that are irregular. So let's take a look at some of them. So an irregular noun is one where I can't make the plural noun with s or adding es. Let's take a look at some examples. So I have man, child, tooth, and foot. So you might think that, oh, okay, well, let's just put an s if I want to make it plural. Let's say man's, child's, tooth's, and foot's. But the rule doesn't work like that because these are irregular nouns. So this does not work. So for these, man, the plural of man is men. So if there's more than one man, we say men. If there's more than one child, we say children. More than one tooth, teeth. And more than one foot, feet. So these are called irregular nouns because I can't just put an s on the singular to make it plural. The spelling is different. Like I said, most nouns that we will find will be regular nouns, but sometimes you will find some that are irregular. There's one more type of noun that I want to talk about, and those are proper nouns. So proper nouns are names of specific people, places, or things. Let's look at some examples. So specific people, anyone's name. Tom, Sejong, Maria. Those are examples of proper nouns. It could be names of specific places. So Egypt, or department store like Zara, or even the city of Las Vegas. Or it could refer to specific things such as Samsung. So my cell phone is made specifically by Samsung. Or it could be a day of the week like Monday. So all of these are examples of proper nouns. Okay, let's now do some practice exercises and see how much we've learned. Let's do some practice exercises. So make the singular nouns into plural nouns and use the correct article. Let's do the first one together. So the singular noun is cup. The article I'm going to use, we'll have to look at the first letter. First letter is C. That's a consonant, so I'm going to use a. So a cup. Now to make cup plural, all I'm going to do is add an S. So cup will become cups. Okay, go ahead and try the other ones by yourself. If you want, pause the video, and we'll be right back then and look at these together. All right, let's look at the next one. So pen, consonant, a, pen, plural, I'm going to add S. Okay, consonant, a. Okay, now this one ends in CH. So watch ends in CH. And here to make plural, I'm going to write watch and add ES, watches. Okay, angel begins with a vowel. So for vowel, we're going to put an angel. And here, the plural is going to be angels. Okay, fox, a fox. Now the end X we looked at before, so we have to add ES to make it plural. So foxes, ES. And then the last one is a mouse, because M is a consonant. But for plural, this one's irregular. So I would not have expected you to get this one correct because it's tricky. So mouse, the plural of mouse is mice. Okay, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe and check out the website Lingoku for additional exercises. And we'll see you in the next video.